amazing men out there in the world. I hope y'all are looking good, doing good, and feeling fantastic. It's been one heck of a week. I'm like hecka tired, man. I am. And one thing I realized is that I'm truly someone who I try to make the most of what I have. I'm not home to do a 34-hour reset, so this is going to be like kind of what I do on my 34-hour reset. I booked a nice little room for the weekend out in Kansas City, Kansas, and I pick up my load on Sunday. And me, normally, if I stay in a hotel, I kind of want a room to where I can see my truck from the window. So, hotel. Yeah, man, this is where we staying at. So, besides the overall aesthetics of this facility that I appreciated so much, I absolutely love the structure. It wasn't expensive. They offered a variety of things, such as a restaurant, a nice gym. It didn't have too many things in it, but it's cool. They had a pool, a jacuzzi, regulated, I think, between 9:30 and 10. They had, this place reminded me of an Airbnb that I stayed at in Miami when it comes to the units. But it was a peaceful weekend, I have to add. Overall, it was unique. It was a smooth check in and out process. I did manage to get a room with the window facing my truck because it is a preference of mine. What I did do first, after I sanitized the room myself, because I could be a little extra or OCD with cleanliness, I ended up showering, grabbing something to eat, and I did lay it down because I didn't have 34 hours goes by quicker than you think it does. And previously, before I even checked in, I was driving for overnight. So after Walmart, it was straight to the room, straight to business, because I was gonna get up pretty early to hit the gym. I was on a mission this weekend, and yeah, the room was pretty clean. That was a plus for me. So I just woke up and I set my alarm for like 5:13-ish because I had intentions on waking up super early, getting like 30 to 45 minutes of a workout in, and hitting this hot tub because whew, it's time. A lot of people aren't up at this time anyway. These are times I be driving for real, for real. So I woke up a little earlier than expected before the alarm kicked in, and I don't exercise enough. Am I the healthiest person based off what I eat? I'm not sure, but I have high metabolism, and like I said, I don't work out enough or exercise enough. I'm trying to incorporate new things, better things. They don't have much of a variety, unfortunately, as y'all can see, but again, it is a hotel, so improvising is key sometimes. It's no sanitizing station, which is crazy. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Yes, yes, yes. I'm big on stretching. I was very, very big on track in my earlier days. And those I know that are in my circle for real, I will encourage them to stretch. But so many times, if they don't want to listen, that's on them. You know, the elasticity, the flexibility is real. I stretch regularly. My body feels out of place when I don't stretch. I even feel inadequate when I'm not stretching because, I don't know, my muscles be tensing up. I don't like that feeling. But I like to stretch roughly about 15 minutes before I work out. Again, I do not work out consistently the way I would like to, but it is key to me. Exercise is key. Health is wealth. Oftentimes it's been said many times, when we look good, we feel good, and it does something to our bodies. Somebody was telling me on my Instagram story, do not rock when you're doing the curls because you could pull a muscle in your back. And I did not know that, but I'll be in the groove and now I know. Breakfast. I hate watery eggs, man. I promise it's not just the taste of watery eggs. Or scrambled watery eggs. I'm definitely a cereal person. I grew up on cereal. It don't matter which one. Maybe not Raisin Bran. You can keep that. This is the fit that I went with. I absolutely love when it comes to swimwear. Basic, comfortable, yet still cute, you know. The shorts is definitely a part of my sporty personality, legit. If it comes to like a one piece, it gotta be like a really, really, really nice one piece, and I may go for it. The top, I love the color of the top. It's not too bright. It's kind of flirty a little bit. But, yes, I'm trying to gain weight, more weight, like 15, 20, 25 pounds. Target weight goals like maybe like 147. I can always gain weight and never maintain it. My metabolism, the lack of appetite is out of this world, for real. But I might take y'all on this journey with me. Let's go detox, because it's time. So the main thing I really didn't care for were the hours of service regarding the jacuzzi and pool hours. I would have preferred it to be open till like 2 instead of 10. Well, how you doing? Highly needed. So I'm out here enjoying my time because like a sauna, somewhat, definitely preferably a sauna. A jacuzzi is a form of detox, I think. But people are so friendly here. They are. When I say like random people come in my images, it's a whole bunch of stuff that I don't know if I'm gonna post. But good energy, good vibes, for real. So let me talk to y'all real quick while I'm filling up, because I'm super excited, and as I'm like entering or looking into my mouths, I'm just thinking to myself, I executed what I set out to do, okay? Next month is about to be a year. When I got my truck, it was at 646,000 miles roughly. It's about to be 100,000 miles on my truck, like in a couple of, maybe like less than 2 weeks. I don't know the average amount of miles that needs to be on a truck per year. I read it somewhere, I don't remember. But I really am excited. I did not buy this truck, this older truck, with the thoughts that I'm about to get a rebuild within like 6 months, the engine rebuild in 6 months. No. We was going to put in work and save up whatever we could possibly save up, and then, you know, ride it out. Like, that's how I anticipate this to be, because I wanted low truck payments. I got what I wanted when I got my truck. My low truck payments. I got a 10-speed. I wanted a 10-speed. Don't ask why. I like shifting, you know. I haven't been shifting for years and years and years, so I don't mind shifting. And it has been a true blessing. It has. I know when I started driving trucks, I did not want to be an owner-operator. I'll be the first one to tell you. I didn't want to do it, because of all the responsibilities behind it. From one man in particular, watching certain things within his business pursuits. I'm like, I'm not about to go through that, you know. I'm going to work at companies that pay me a sufficient amount of money to where owner-operators get paid just about even more, you know. That's what my thoughts were. But this has been a true reward, because it's nothing like the freedom and the control that you have compared to being a company driver. Some people don't mind it, some people do care for it, but it's been a true blessing. It hasn't been all easy, as I told y'all before. I make what I make out of it because I don't like to stress, okay? I'm the type that my hair falls out, I lose more weight, and my face breaks out. Who's trying to go through that? No. So I make the most out of what I have because of my circumstances. I want to be able to set the record straight, especially regarding the second to last clip of this video, because I don't want no one to misinterpret my message at all. Nobody can really tell you about me, who I am as a young woman, besides me. Oftentimes, we tend to judge somebody so quickly based off what they present without trying to really figure out or understand them as a person, why they are the way they are, right? It's like reading into my book like many people do. The title of it alone, Trucking is the Man's Job, says who, and judging the book based off the title. Judging the book by its cover. By no means is my book trying to have women take jobs away from men. You have to be able to read into the contents of the material to get an overall gist of what the book is actually about, because truly it's a guide for aspiring drivers trying to help other drivers get to where they need to get to in a successful way. That's it. I put up with a lot of BS from men throughout my life. And there's been one man I can genuinely say who's given me like the greatest gift of all time. He's been able to teach me things, the right things, in which my own pops never even taught me. How can you truly judge someone, truly, for things that they don't know? I was taught a lot of wrong things. I had a huge issue with respecting authoritative type of men. It was nothing but disrespect, but we all grow at our own rate. So, I was in New Jersey. I came across this man and we were filling up our tanks. I'm minding my own. I will be honest with y'all. I'm an introvert and an extrovert interchangeably. But normally I am an introvert. I stay to myself. I do. So I'm minding my own. This man started talking to me. I'm trying to deflect. I'm trying to deviate my focus. And he said something along the lines of how, oh, y'all out here. And I don't know what was in me this day, but it was one of them days to where I was ready for the ish. I said, oh, so you would rather us or women out here being in a club or dancing or something? This man looked at me, scanned me up and down, and said, you could dance on my table anytime. I was like, ooh! He was one of those egotistical, arrogant type of guys. So I've dealt with you before. I know how to handle you. I know how to handle situations like this. I had to tread very carefully, because he would have said something that would have really, really rubbed me off the wrong way, and I would have said something or did something really dumb. So silence is golden, baby. Silence is golden. There was another situation that occurred later on that day. Totally, it was one of these days. An inspection. I encountered an inspection in upstate New York. 3 straight troopers. 3 out of all 3 of them, it was like 1 good cop versus 2 bad cops. When I say the amount of evil in 2 of the cops was so like close, you can smell it off of them. It was crazy. It was. One of the troopers, we had the same birthday. And this man was talking to me indirectly in ways where I could understand, you know. It came to a point to where after some time, we ended up establishing minimal rapport, and I found that we have a lot more in common than I thought, or than I would have known. So, you give respect to get respect, as he told me. And I was like, yeah, you're right, you give respect to get respect. And he understood what type of person that I was. Long story short, when it comes to men in general, I tread carefully because of my experiences that I've had with relationships, the experience that I've had with my pops. A lot of shit I get from men. So do I like being out here on my own solo, working on my truck and all that? I signed up for it. So it's no one that I'm like, oh, please come help me, XYZ. I signed up for this. I'm someone who have always been, I'm going to figure it out. Headstrong, I have to figure it out. Because I know for a fact it's not all men out here that have some type of alternative motive or hidden agenda. I know that. I'm not trying to break a nail. Personally, I would rather my man's work on my truck. In all honesty, there's some parts of masculinity within me because of the men I've dealt with. I have no choice but to figure this out. So it's difficult because I like keeping my hair up. I like dressing up. You know, I like the feminine aspect of being a woman. I'm a woman first before I'm a driver. So it is a challenge when I'm doing certain things out here. But I signed up for it.
I genuinely believe that I have met some great men out here. Don't get me wrong, I have. But I've met some ones that's just like, why are you in that mindset? What, you put food on my plate? You know, you put money in my accounts? Do you pay for my nails? Like, what do you do for me? You don't do nothing for me. So I got to figure it out and do it for myself. So I'm just going to say, do what you love what you do, let it work best for you. It is all love, it is. And stop thinking women trying to take your job. Women are out here trying to fend for themselves because...
I wasn't even going to embed this clip in this particular video, but I don't want this video to be left on any type of sour note. Now, a driver that I don't even know of sent me this clip he created, and I'll take it as he purchased his own truck and trailer, which I'm so freaking proud of. And it's crazy because this was one of the trucks that I was looking into for reasons that it don't even matter. But he emailed me saying he resigned weeks prior from VL Trucking, and I don't know how to say this delicately, but I'm not someone who I compete with other people, or I feel like I have to prove myself to anybody, because it takes too much energy and time when you're trying to keep up with the next. It does. I try to keep up with myself. I try to keep up with my thoughts, my own focus. You know, it's like a forced focus drive. That's it. I try to keep up with me. I'm someone, man or woman, I want to see us all win, because I know that it's something within us that we all have the capabilities to do so. But sometimes it's like it's bittersweet, you know. Whether a person wants to see me win, that's on them. I know how my prayers work. I know how my faith is set up, and I know what type of direction I'm heading in. And I know that my mistakes or past, it does not dictate my future. And I'm telling you, it's the mistakes that we make that normally, typically, we do tend to learn from. But it's the ones that who act like they don't never make any mistakes, but they should evaluate their own before they cast judgment. We could all win together, honestly.